Hello and welcome to Lovely English Stories. This story is written for intermediate English learners. Ready? Let's get started. B1, B2, English story. Back to basics. Sometimes we have to take a step back and look at what is really important in life. Unfortunately, the world has turned into a place where people are expected to work all hours and have multiple side hustles and second jobs. What if the real joy in life and the way to find peace is by slowing down and doing less? Olivia thought about this a lot lately. She worked in a high-powered position at a successful company. On paper, she had everything. She had the job, the flat, the dog, the boyfriend. But the reality was that she was burning the candle at both ends and was well and truly worn out. She always felt like she had to achieve the highest possible grade or position in everything she did. She wouldn't settle for an A. She had to get an A star. She couldn't be a junior manager for long. She had to become a senior manager or a leader of a team. Olivia was competitive. She aligned her success with her ability to be the best. She realized, after several years of working within a senior management position, that none of it actually made her happy. When she initially gets a promotion or does well on a test or presentation, she will have a buzz of excitement, but that quickly fades and she is left feeling empty. She's always looking for the next challenge. She always put this down to being ambitious, but now she knows it is something else, something she is missing. Olivia always wanted to be a freelancer. She didn't want to have a boss or a set desk or an office where she always had to go and work at and earn money for someone else. She wanted to be her own boss, but she got swept along in graduate schemes, promotions, and fancy job titles. Deep down, she wanted to open her own business and live a quiet life in the English countryside. Instead, she lived in a very posh flat in central London. Her rent was extortionate, but she was in the midst of all the excitement. Olivia thought long and hard about why she felt so unsatisfied. She really did have everything she could ever want. The only thing she didn't have was her own business. She decided to take a holiday from work. She deleted anything to do with her job from her phone, so she wasn't tempted to check emails or reply to group chats. She needed to have a work detox. She took herself off to the English countryside and went walking with her dog and her boyfriend. They talked a lot about their hopes and dreams for the future. Finally, Olivia confided in her boyfriend that, even though they led a highly successful life, she felt something was missing. She knew there was more to life than a huge paycheck at the end of every month. Olivia decided to read a few books about minimalism and finding happiness in the moment. She realized she needed to make some changes to her life. She was too concerned with success, status, and money. Olivia had always been interested in minimalism and in living a simple life, but somehow she had got swept along with her career and feeling the need to buy lots of things she didn't need. Upon their return to London, Olivia decided that she needed to have a complete overhaul of her life. She decided to strip everything back. First, she started small. She cleared out her wardrobe and gave all the things she didn't wear to charity. Then she did the same with all their other belongings. Suddenly, they had much more space in their flat. Olivia felt like her mind was clearer and she could focus better. Then she went through her finances and cancelled any subscriptions that she didn't need. She realized that having every single streaming platform would not really add any value to her life. If anything, they just added distractions. Then she decided to sell her car. Living in London, she didn't need it. If she decided to move to the countryside in the future, she could always buy one. But for now, it was an expense that she didn't need. She also cancelled her gym membership. She realized that she much preferred going for a run or working out to YouTube videos. She didn't really like going to the gym and having to wait to use equipment. Suddenly, Olivia felt free from a lot of obligations. She no longer had to worry about the upkeep of so many things. She had made her life simpler, and because her life was simpler, it meant she didn't need as much money. Now it was time for Olivia to get back to basics with her job. She sat down and worked out what she did and didn't like about it. Then she took the positives and thought about what she could do to have more time to herself. She spoke to her manager and they agreed that she could reduce her hours so she would work 4 days a week. That would leave her more time to enjoy life and look into how she could start her own business. Of course, Olivia would have slightly less money in her paycheck every month, but she would have time. She planned to spend her day off doing the things she didn't currently have time to do. She wanted to grow more fruit and vegetables on her large balcony, go for walks with her dog, spend quality time with her boyfriend, visit art galleries and see theatre shows, cycle through the city, and visit parts of the UK she had not yet explored. Olivia wanted to simplify her life. She wanted to get back to basics, and by doing so, she had a new zest for life. She had the time and the energy to look into her next steps on her career journey. Until then, she would enjoy her extra day off work, concentrate on the things that make her happy, and continue to live a minimalist life. How would you simplify your life? What are your thoughts on minimalism? Tell us in the comments below. We hope you enjoyed this lovely English story. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.